Hello everybody, this is Nick speaking. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines Season 3. We are in episode number 5, and last time did a little bit of work over here trying to get some residential area done, like this little bit down here and this side over here. We got a little bit of a park over here on the side as well, and we also, off camera, I made a small little sort of rail yard here with some train parts in it, and we have a fire over here that the firemen are taking care of. Awesome. Alright, so I also added these few little blocks here to try to get a little bit more industrial into the area, but yeah, today I was thinking I kind of want to move down this direction a little bit, maybe extend this a little bit further, and I'm thinking I kind of want to put like a church or something over here next to the graveyard. I think it's probably one of the best spots for it to be in. So first off, obviously we need to expand this road here a little bit of ways, just so that way we have room to work with, and this side needs to be reversed on over here, so we will do that. And I'm even going to go as far as to say, hey, we can get rid of some of the beach here. And that way we kind of have a nice little solid line here to kind of work against. And I just wanted to put it under that road so we can kind of do our bush thing here, continue the bike path and all that down, so we can take care of this. But yeah, I had this, can't remember, I think it's here in the parks menu or somewhere. I have a church sort of thing, and I do have lots and lots of stuff downloaded now, so it might take me a little bit to find it in here, but yeah, there should be, you know what, let's just search. Let's just search for it. Oh yeah, so we have a few different church models here, so have this large one, we have a smallish one, and we have another kind of smallish one. I think this, yeah, this is the one I was going to go with, and I was thinking, okay, so we have our sort of graveyard here. It would make sense to, we'll put maybe like a church in over here, and we can kind of put some paths around it and all that kind of stuff, make it look kind of like this is meant to be sort of in this area, and occupy maybe a little bit of space back here as well with like some paths and stuff. So that's kind of the idea. I'm just thinking let's just kind of put the church right here up front. And yeah, I kind of like that style. It's kind of older than a lot of the city here, and I thought I told these types of buildings not to build over here, these things that are ugly. We need to remove those from our working set with this district style, I think. Yeah, that one too. I just don't like that building. And watch me get all of them back here as the same exact thing again. Let me see if I remember how to change that. If I go in here, themes, theme manager. And if I remember right, this would be low density, and we need to basically just, where are these? There, we're looking for international. We want the residential, nothing else, because these are definitely residential. And where are you in here? See, I don't like how that shows up like that, because I can't really... I can kind of see what these are, but not really. And it would be a corner... See, and then you have things that aren't named, and villas. Those look normal all too, okay. Well, it's in here somewhere, and I need to just find it and get it out of here. But I can do that another time, you know what? Let's just ignore that. Resume game, close you. Yeah, we'll We'll just delete those buildings when they show up for now, and yeah, they didn't show up over here. This one showed up as the same thing again, but yeah. That's kind of better for like a different sort of area, not this, what we have here, so kind of a little bit more of an urban area, I'm thinking. So yeah, we kind of got our little church over here before I got distracted with all of that stuff, and basically I just kind of want to turn this into like sort of a large park thing, and yeah, we'll kind of maybe have some roads back over here behind all of this, because that makes sense. We need roads to get to things. And the other thing I was noticing is that this kind of... we have this area here that needs to basically just get flattened out. And can do that pretty easily here. Yeah, it even actually flattens out the land inside the graveyard too, which is it's just kind of awesome. And let's bring this up so we can smooth that out a little bit. Actually, bring it up a little bit too. Maybe that. Yeah, give our graveyard a little bit of elevation there, and it actually looks kind of nice that way. I like that a lot. And basically, what I want to do here is we'll have kind of a side road that kind of basically just comes around the back here, and it'll be kind of like our sort of road for basically our little extension over here towards this end of the little starting town thing we have here. And well, we do get kind of a good amount of space back here from it, so works out well for us. And if only that didn't have to clip into the graveyard itself like that. Could do one of these pedestrian paths here, maybe? No. I think it does make more sense as an actual road, but, you know, it's not really good location for it, so that's why it kind of sticks out a little bit. And if only we could get this to snap in without being an issue. So let's just turn off collision for now. No collision. And we'll turn collision back on. So yeah, basically I just won't paint those squares for stuff and we'll be fine. Actually, if we remove that, yeah, that just gets rid of all the collision. So we can just kind of have our little road back here. The rest of this here is all gonna just be kind of like an open park sort of thing. And I think one more road maybe through here would probably finish this area off for us for the just houses and stuff. Other than that, we'll still have the and you know what? That makes sense to do this too. We'll have an actual curve there at the end, so we can have this kind of parallel road sort of thing going on. And this could even go up here, maybe into the hills, and we like put like an occasional house here and there or something like that to kind of bring that sort of stuff in. So yeah, I'm gonna zone this area up for residential back here because that's what we want over here. And even right here along the hills. Not so much this one, because that's kind of an awkward spot for it. Maybe that little house there, but that should be about it. And then we'll maybe just do this section here. And we can make these houses as well. There we go. So that's kind of going to be our area for houses over here. This road can then maybe... Actually, maybe that ends. We kind of come up here with this one, and that can just kind of curve around into there. So yeah, it's kind of a sort of end and restart here, but works out kind of well for this area, I think. And It kind of just makes this sort of edge follow the contour of everything, so it works pretty well for us. And we need water over here, so let's get that laid out. And just a little bit for that area, because we're gonna need it. So yeah, it's kind of this sort of smallish, like, older town sort of thing going on here, and works out pretty well for this area. And we'll also have that across over here. So yeah, you get kind of the roads here. It's only on the one side now rather than both, and maybe we can kind of make this sort of like a, area with shops, maybe like have a ooh, that would be kind of cool. So we'll have the parking lot over here on this end, and then we can... So if I put a path maybe here along this edge... Maybe not just that, maybe not that kind of path, maybe use the, what is it, the road-style path here we have? Maybe that would do better for this area. But yeah, we have the road-style path going on here, and... See, I don't like how that connects to here, though. I don't like that part of this thing. So I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna kind of just drag it here to the end. It's just a path, and then we can basically turn off collisions, no collision, and we're just kind of gonna fill this in, and there we go. Make it so that this thing at least joins up. And we can just kind of come in here and basically, there we go. So it kind of joins up with this here, and we have the parking spaces in there. Then we can maybe like take some more of these, and we can just kind of, yeah, go up here with these and completely ignore the path thing over here. So we do have it kind of still in this area. Actually, that we don't need it now that I think about that, because the idea is we just want to connect this all up, and you know, that's actually a better way of connecting things up. We just if only there was, like, maybe a thing we could use to... Or maybe we just rotate this building around him. Can we do that? No, we can't here because of where it's located. But it does allow us to maybe, like, come in here, put in some shops and stuff right along the beach here. And I think that's gonna be kind of a cool little feature. We have our little shop area right along the beach, and then we have the nice huge beach over here, which gets to expand into a lot of stuff. And yeah, it doesn't really... I think most stuff's gonna face this over here? I'm not sure, though. It'd be nice if we could get, like, all of these to have parking on this side, and then it's just, see, like... Oh, see, now that one gets it on both sides, so yeah, it'll just depend on how things grow in here as to what's gonna happen with it, so... I do also need the path down the middle here for the bikes. And we will turn you off for this. And, yeah, just kind of continue what we've already been doing, so... Path down the middle, which is a bike lanes, and put that in. Now this does kind of end here, I think. Just, you know what? Since this main road kind of ends, let's just make an end to it. Why not? There we go, so we'll have kind of a turnaround thing here, which also means this is probably not needed here, and we can just literally take this bike path to the end of the road here. Because people are going to be able to turn around right away anyways. There we go. So yeah, it does mean this is only and goes around, but yeah, that should be fine for this area, and we'll just kind of have a few more, like over here, we'll need like some extra crossings just so we can kind of connect in and be able to get people to walk around and all that kind of stuff, so we get kind of like our shops in here, and it actually works out pretty well for us. With like an extra crosswalk there, we'll have one right here in front of the church. So that's another spot that makes a lot of sense to have it. And if we go over, no, it's not there, it's actually in here. We take the crosswalk tool. And I wish I could align that exactly, but apparently not. So I have one there, and these already have crosswalks, so those are unnecessary. Then we'll just have one here on the end for the bike path to kind of cross there. I so wish that lined up. It's possible. No, and I can't line up the church either, so yeah, it's gonna be off a little bit, but yeah, I should have put those crosses in first, so I didn't need to go back and do this. I will take care and actually make sure I get these in with the trees, and that I'll just do that off camera again, just so we don't have too much of that kind of going on in the episode itself, so I'll do that afterward. It's not that big of a deal. And distance wants to be too short here, okay. You don't need to collide with anything, so don't collide with anything. Just... Okay, and then if we go back and turn back to the vault, and we try to maybe do that, there we go. So then we get back to our default everything, and don't have to see except for right here, because that's gonna do that too, and see, it kind of is weird how it does that. Just says, oh, this is somewhere we need to put zoning, but it doesn't actually do anything. It just kind of is there to annoy me, so. Okay, well. So we have this kind of path that leads up to the church over here. Across the main road, we have the parking lot over here. Need another one over here for the church itself. So let's grab another, say, park sort of. Actually, you know what? Do another search. We're gonna search for a parking lot. I love this search thing. And that is a big parking lot. We'll just need kind of a smaller one, maybe. Oh, bicycle parking stand. Oh, it's a little prop. Oh, that's cool. I have a few of those in here now too, so. Yeah, we'll just kind of have a parking lot maybe here around the back for people to park in, and I like that parking lot quite a bit, actually. So we just kind of do some sort of decorative stuff with like some paths, and yeah, just kind of tie this all in together. So now, do we have any other doors on? Yeah, we have a door over here on the side of the church on that far side. And there's a small one right here, so I think it makes sense to have paths go where they're needed, so We'll have one right there that goes to the back door there. And we'll also take one and kind of... This one can maybe lead up over here towards the cemetery. And we'll also have kind of like paths that can go other directions. So we'll have like one that just goes up here to the corner. And that's kind of the idea here, is we just want to make this area look nice and have lots of paths. So that's just kind of the idea here. We'll just... Yeah, and it just kind of allows this to turn into kind of a sort of cool park sort of thing here around the church as well. So yeah, I think that should be enough sort of different directions for the path to go in. We get kind of our walking path over here, and yeah, so next step will obviously be that we get to decorate all this in. So actually that one's not necessary. I'm not going to do that one, because yeah, we have this sort of path here, so... And yeah, I can kind of throw in a whole bunch of different stuff here. We'll do some trees and all that kind of stuff, so... You failed on me, didn't you? Yep, you did. Okay. Not cool. Okay, so... For some reason that mod's not wanting to do what it's supposed to, but... Yeah, then I can just kind of come in here, we'll put in some trees, and... basically make it look nice, so... Make it look like it's a large, park. The church in the middle of it. I think that's kind of a... cool sort of situation here, so... Yeah, just kind of a little bit of a basic idea of what we're gonna do. I'm gonna actually take care of decorating this in here, decorate all of this along here, and I'm gonna come back after I'm done with all of it, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and yeah, I did a little bit of decorating around here. We got the rest of the main road done here, as well as again, kind of this area around the park. We got a lot of trees and stuff in it. I wanted to make it look kind of like it was all like a really old area that's been here for a long time, so that's kind of the stuff I was going for over here. I also thinking that this area behind the see, and for some reason it does that to me, and then I can switch, and yeah, if I switch to like one of these and demolish and then go back into it, for some reason it's allowing me to place trees like normal, but for some reason the mod's not wanting to work right now, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it has had to do something with me having to reload the game multiple times or something, but yeah, it seems to work out fine, and I'm just gonna come in here and we'll kind of do some of this sort of tree stuff back here too, to kind of do what we need to make it the cemetery fit in as well. But this is surrounded by walls, and that I can't really do as much with it as I was able to do with the area around the church here. But yeah, it definitely looks like it's like an old area that's been here for a long time, and just... That's kind of what I was going for, so it worked out very well for me, and... I'm not a big fan of this building here. Not really a big fan of a lot of these, but... Yeah. Definitely not that one. Maybe we can... be cooler if I could just come in here and take a whole bunch of these and just plop in whatever sort of building I wanted, make it kind of look like it's meant to be just like sort of a boardwalk sort of thing, and yeah, it's just kind of the end here, and then we get the There are a few houses here on this side over here, but this side over here I'm thinking we'll just leave blank. It opens up to the beach here, which is pretty large area, so I like that. I also think we will need to zone this stuff up for houses here for now, but we're actually running out of time on this episode, so yeah, it's a, you know, you're gonna run out at some point. It just happens, and yeah, so we'll kind of maybe zone in these last few areas to be residential here, and I think that's actually gonna be it for this episode. Got some work done. We got our got a little bit of a extension to the city over here up to the end of this road over here, and I don't know, it might be possible we like maybe leave some like dirt roads down here along like the side over here or something, maybe make like some beach stuff over here or something, or use some of these specific sort of stuff we got in the expansion here. And there's some new stuff in here too, like, not gonna lie, it's not all old stuff, but yeah, like it's some like maybe some like a pier or something, some of this stuff in, and who knows, maybe that's kind of gonna be a cool thing to put down here further down along the beach, kind of off away from the city a little bit. So it's a thought that I think would be kind of cool to do, and I like how those row houses there. That's kind of cool as well. That fits in with the area, I think. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!